What's up, YouTube? We're back with a quick video. Back again with my boy, Brandon. I hope you guys aren't getting tired of that intro because it's not going to change. It's here to stay until I get a new one. But today we're going to do another first impressions video. No unboxing because we don't have the box. But we'll show you guys the bottle and give you guys the notes and you know how it usually works. But today's going to be another fragrance from a house that we did a video on in my car not that long ago. It was... what was it called? Roaring Radcliffe.
Yep.
From the house of Penhaligons, and I finally got my hands on the apparently the darling of the line.
Yeah, this is the one I've heard the most about.
Yeah, I think there might be 10 in the line because I do have a sampler pack that I will be doing a video with very soon. It's going to be a long video, guys, so I'm warning you now. I'm going to try to shorten it up as much as possible because there's 10 in the sampler pack, so I'm assuming there's 10 in the line. If not, you guys can correct me in the comments. But this is the one that everybody talks about, and it has the coolest looking cap out of all of them.
It does, yeah.
And so from the house of Penhaligons, their portraits collection, we have the Tragedy of Lord George. Now, I did buy this fragrance used online. Got a decent price for it because I think these do...
Doesn't look very used.
Yeah, I know. It's very full here. So I'm guessing, I don't know if the guy wasn't a collector. Maybe he just didn't like it.
Maybe.
I got a better deal because it's probably half off, I think, from what it's retail. I want to say they're like $265 on Nordstrom or something like that. But they definitely aren't very cheap. But I will say, they did do a lot of work on this line, on this, the house of Penhaligons really did a lot of work on this line because the artwork is amazing. The caps are amazing. These are all metal. I don't know if you guys can see that. All metal cap here. This is like, look at the detail on that cap. I mean, that alone, I think there's another house that we both liked, the ones that you bought, the big ones, Frank something or other. He sold the shirts or whatever, and he made the caps. We can't think of the name right now, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll put the picture here for that line. But they had similar caps of animals on their bottles. I thought was very cool. But I was very impressed with Roaring Radcliffe.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Yeah,
that one had a lot of honey in it, some tobacco, very boozy, sweet scent. I was really impressed with the quality of that. I think this is a very underrated line, but they're also super expensive. So maybe I think people are staying away from these because they just cost so much. And you're only getting, I think this is 75 mil, and you're paying almost $300. So it's a lot of money.
It's steep.
But again, this is the darling of the house, and so I'm glad I got my hands on it. So I want to see what this fragrance is all about. So Brandon's going to give you guys a little bit of information about this fragrance.
All right, guys. So The Tragedy of Lord George was released in 2016. It is a amber fragrance. The nose is ALBERTO Morillas.
Okay. Isn't that who Jeremy Fragrance hired?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Notes in this one: woody notes, brandy, tonka bean, and amber.
That's it.
That's all it says.
Woody notes.
According to Fragrantica.
Brandy. Woody notes, brandy, tonka beans, and amber. Wow, that is a very small list. So yeah,
Fragrantica is not always correct, but
yeah,
that's what they've listed. So
I do love those notes though.
Yeah,
I think I told you that before. It sounds really good, even though it's very very small list. But as always, let Brandon do the honors for the first impression. He has a strip. I will use my skin this time.
Nope. Take this beautiful cap off.
I'm not a big fan of using the paper strips. I will every now and then, but I like to use my skin.
Nice misting sprayer.
Right here. Clean hand. Couple sprays. Okay.
Somehow is like really fresh.
Yeah. Definitely getting
those notes would not be fresh at all.
It's super woody. It's like freshly cut
cedar,
wood. Yeah, cedar. So yeah, very very woody and getting some of that tonka bean, but it's like a non-sweetened tonka bean.
Yeah, kind of like fougere type style.
Now, remember I did say before we did this video that people were saying it reminded them of B12 or B16 or whatever, B6 from Nichonnet. We did a video on that one.
That one was really like woody, right?
Yeah, that was super woody. This one, I can see why they think that. This one's definitely stronger, and it's woodier. It's more masculine. The brandy note in this, I'm getting. The only thing I compare this to when it comes to the boozy note, the brandy note would be like Straight to Heaven, because when I smelled that boozy note or that booze note, alcohol, whatever note, they had a rum.
Rum in that one, yeah.
I didn't get your traditional what I was expecting rum boozy note.
Yeah.
And maybe I was just thinking something wrong, but this one's like a dry, woody, slightly sweet,
can kind of get the amber, I guess. It's just kind of like...
It smells green
balsamic a
too.
bit.
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't know where the green notes are coming from. I'll have to.
Maybe let me check to see if there's...
Yeah, we're gonna get a second opinion on these notes, which I usually go to parfumo.net. Okay, so we did look at the notes on parfumo.net, and they were a little bit different.
Different, yes. So Fragrantica says woodsy notes, brandy, tonka bean, amber. Parfumo and the Penhaligons website says brandy in the top, soap, shaving soap in the mid, and tonka bean in the base.
Wow.
And the Penhaligons website also classifies it as a fougere, not an amber, which makes a lot more sense.
It does make a lot more sense. And it does smell a bit like soap.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of smell like soap.
And maybe the suggestion is getting to me a little bit, but I can definitely smell like, I don't know about a shaving
like
soap.
bar soap.
But it smells like a bar soap,
Yeah.
yes.
I still don't get any brandy, really.
Yeah,
though.
not really. Maybe a little bit later on, but I'm definitely getting a lot of woods.
It's like a...
And the
It's
soap.
definitely a fougere to me. I thought this was supposed to be a boozy, like, sweet scent from what I had read.
You know
in
what's
the
funny
past.
is if I were to have to choose, if someone told me between the two, because everything I heard about this fragrance, I thought it was going to smell like Roaring Radcliffe. I thought it was going to be tobacco-y, sweet, and just everything. For some reason, this one is the darling of the house, or at least it was the one that's most talked about.
Yeah. Maybe
Not a
it's-
bad
maybe it's
smelling
the cap.
fragrance. Yeah, probably because of the cap, right, guys? I mean, really, you can't deny the cool little deer cap here. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, I do like Roaring Radcliffe more. I think it's more complex. There's
Me
more
too.
going on. It's just a fuller fragrance.
I feel like this is kind of boring.
It's a little. I don't think you're gonna get noticed wearing this one. I think
No.
people would smell you.
It's going to smell like you just got out of the shower.
Yeah, got a shower, like got a shave or something.
Or like you have some basic, generic fougere.
Yeah,
Old
this definitely isn't worth $293 in my opinion.
No.
It's not super strong.
Roaring Radcliffe, I would definitely buy over this.
Yeah,
For sure.
And don't get us wrong, this doesn't smell bad.
No, it
This
doesn't.
smells pleasant. It smells like something nice. Like you just said that. I mean, like he's got the shower. But for $293, and we wear fragrances to kind of stand out from everybody else.
Yeah.
You don't want to smell like you just like a fresh shower.
Yeah.
But I do think, I mean, I could wear this one very casually.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't think this isn't going to be something that I really expect everyone to be like, man, what are you wearing? I've gotten that kind of attention from fragrances that I knew were going to get me that attention. Some that I didn't. But if I do with this one, then great. That'll be a surprise to me. That's what the update's for. I'll let you guys know. But
I would not expect something that smells like this to have that color juice either.
yeah, very dark. And I mean, when you see the amber in there, if nothing else, I thought it was going to be like Amber Absolute. And it could be, I guess, here in a few minutes, it could be super resinous and dark and deep in the dry down.
I'm not thinking so, but maybe.
No. But you're always a little balmy. I'm
Yeah.
getting that too.
A little balsamic.
So I see
Just a tiny bit sweet.
I see
Barely.
the comparison to the B or D600, B600, whatever it was from Initiative, because I have that fragrance. We did a video on that one. Not sure if I've uploaded that one just yet, but you guys will see that one. But
Yeah, see, I don't know about this one.
yeah, again, overall, I don't think this one's going to be worth the price. But again, time will tell. That's why I do the updates. I'll wear this fragrance, soon. I don't know about tonight because I'm already wearing something. But scent of the day, is it Lemoniste? Is that how you pronounce that one? From
The Louis Vuitton
Louis
one?
Vuitton, yeah.
I maybe.
Yeah, Lemoniste. It spells lemon sight. Lemon sight.
Well, whenever you said that yesterday, because we were talking about this yesterday, I thought you were talking about Luministe by
Luministe from
Frappin.
Frappin. Yeah. Yeah, I always get those two mixed up. But you guys can correct me in the comments on that one too. But anyway, all right, guys, that was our first impressions of the tragedy of Lord George. Have you tried this fragrance? Let me know what your thoughts on it below. But I'll come back with an update on this fragrance as soon as I give it a few wearings.
Yep.
And let you guys know what I think of it in a little bit. Talk to you then. What's up, guys? Just want to bring you guys a quick update on the tragedy of Lord George from the House of Penhaligons. Brandon and I did cover quite a bit on this fragrance in the first half of the video, so I'm not going to spend too much time on the update portion. This fragrance is okay, pretty much. When you factor in the price, this fragrance is definitely not what it should be. I do think that Roaring Radcliffe, this is the other one that I have that we tried. This one is a better fragrance overall. Not really sure how this one became the darling of the house. And maybe it isn't, but that's just what I heard. And this is the one that I heard about mostly out of all of them. But again, this fragrance is okay. The longevity of the fragrance wasn't, again, for the price. The price is really going to come into this, into a factor into this fragrance, because $293, the longevity was okay. You know, you would hope you would get 8 or more hours with this fragrance. I want to say I did get at least 6. I want to say it was pretty darn close to the skin, around 8. I could say 6 to 8 hours just to be safe. But for $293, that is to be expected. Projection was very average to below average. I guess for an eau de parfum and the price you're paying, I guess it's going to be below average. This was not jumping off my skin. I did smell it. You know, I did get wafts coming off me throughout the day. It was a nice, sweet, sort of soapy fragrance. A little bit of woods in there as well. But it wasn't, for the price, again, it wasn't what I was really hoping. For what you're paying, I want this thing to really be jumping off your skin and maybe even filling up a room. Occasions for this fragrance is going to be, this is going to be safe for work. I mean, this is going to be pretty much safe for casual wear, just because it just smells like a creamy, woody, soapy fragrance. So again, not really going to be offending anybody. This could probably do really well at work if you work like in a maybe business casual sort of environment, like an office, you know, where you maybe even sit at a desk and whatnot. But I think I can probably see people wearing this one during the day. Probably not like an evening out fragrance, but it does have like a gentlemanly barbershop feel. So, you know, it may be safe to say you can wear this one pretty much anywhere, I guess, you know, but this does sort of feel like more of a work scent, honestly, but pretty much wear it wherever you want, I guess. The seasons for this fragrance, I think this would be safe to wear year-round. The woodiness, though, with the sweetness might do better in the fall, so just to be safe, I will say maybe fall, maybe even winter and early spring, just the cooler times of the year. It's not going to be strong enough for super cold weather, but definitely cool weather. And it won't be too offensive, I guess, maybe in slightly warm weather, but definitely not too hot out there. Ages for this fragrance, I'm going to say, is going to be a huge issue with this one because it's almost $300, and this is a masculine, woody barbershop type of fragrance, so younger guys aren't going to like that anyway, right? They're going to be like, man, you smell like my dad. Some people do like that, but overall, I would think that the younger guys wouldn't like this fragrance, but mainly I think it's because of the price. $293, just that is out of the price range for the younger guys. I think 30 and up would be a good age range for this fragrance. You'd be able to afford it and be able to pull it off. So overall, this fragrance, I did get this for a discounted price, so that's great. So I don't feel like I was out too much. I can probably make my money back, so I should be able to break even on this one. But guys, I think you should, you know, try this one first. Don't go out and buy this one. Don't buy the hype. I don't understand why people are hyping this one up so much. It really isn't that great. It has a fantastic bottle. The cap right there is just something that should be in your collection. The bottle is gorgeous. But honestly, if you're not a collector and you can't get this one for a discounted price, there's no point really getting this one. It's just not that good. It's not that great. It's okay. And I even think that, I think it was B612 is similar to this fragrance. That one's a little balmier. You can probably get that one for less, honestly. So if you like this fragrance or that fragrance, but you don't want to spend the money, just maybe find that one discounted somewhere. But again, yeah, Tragedy of Lord George, cool bottle, presentation's top notch, but the fragrance is just not worth the money. It's okay. Performance wasn't there for me. Again, it really just, I'm going to say it 100 times, it comes down to the money you're paying. If this fragrance was $75, I would say, hey, it's not a bad fragrance for $75, but then again, it's not really that original either. So if I had to tell you guys to choose one, I will say get your nose on Roaring Clip. That's the one you really want to get your nose on. If you guys like fragrances like Gold Night by Killian and 1821 Man-Made Spirits, I believe that's what it is, 1821. It's honey tobacco kind of fragrance, very sweet and heavy. But yeah, so those are my thoughts, my final thoughts on Tragedy of Lord George. Guys, if you tried this fragrance, let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down in the comments below. And until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.